This week, we discuss the Government Day winners. Our questionnaires ask mad questions and some more of Matthew's magical madhouse.
All this and more coming up on this episode of the Jacket News Network.
Live from Studio 254, it's the Jacket News Network.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jacket News Network. Each week we deliver school and community news to you from room 254 of Oxford High School. I'm Luke.
And I'm Quincy. Let's get started.
Not too long ago there was sign-ups for Government Day, and now the results are in. Here are the following jobs and who earned them. Congratulations to the students for the Government Day positions. Seniors, your exit interviews are coming up, so make sure you're ready. Here's some more details to help you prepare. And remember, participation is mandatory for exam exemptions. Now let's go to Sean for the weather.
Good afternoon, Oxford High School. My name is Emily Byrne, and welcome to the Weather Channel. Let's take a look at the forecast for this week. It looks like highs rise from the 70s into the lower 80s, and lows will be in the 60s. Tomorrow we'll have thunderstorms, and it will be partly cloudy on Sunday. Next week we'll have thunderstorms as well. Seems like it'll be pretty stormy, so don't forget a jacket. This was JNN 0254, your school weather channel. Back to you, Luke.
Who do you think is winning the Final Four? Well,
I don't know, but who do you think's winning?
let's look at a teaser for our newest episode.
Who do you think will win in a fight? A hurricane or a husky? Hurricane. There you have it.
Why are we so mad around March?
So go Owls then.
Yeah, go Big O.
Go Owls and go Big O. That's right.
I don't think the Final Four is about animals fighting a hurricane. Skills USA is hosting a fundraiser with the world's finest chocolate. Stop by Career Tech Room 254 and see Miss Finley. The sale lasts until April 14th, but based on our sales this week, it won't last this long, so get yours today. Prom was the Friday before last, so we put together a video to highlight it.
What's going on, Oxford High School? Hope y'all already had a good time tonight. Oh, we got some dancers over here already. Okay. I'm liking this energy over here. We're about to have a fun time. Welcome to your prom. It's 2023.
Check out our YouTube page at OHS Jacket Media this week for the full video. Now let's go over to TJ and Christian for this week's athletics.
What's up, Jackets? I'm Christian. What's up, Jackets? I'm Christian.
And I'm TJ. Let's get started. Baseball played their first area game against Pell City Tuesday and won with the score of 7-5. They played two more games against Pell City yesterday, winning both games with the first score being 7-4 and the second score being 4-2. They play again today against Dothan at 4:30 and 7. Good luck and congratulations on 3 wins in a row.
Now for soccer. Boys soccer played yesterday against Pell City, winning with a score of 1-0. They will play again today against Jacksonville at home. Good luck, guys.
Now for tennis. Boys and girls played 2 games yesterday, one against Wetumpka and the other against Stanhope. The boys won with a score of 6-3, and girls also won with a score of 63. They played Stanhope after, and both boys and girls won with a score of 9-0.
Now for outdoor track. Last week at the Thompson Invitational, the boys finished first place and the girls finished third place. Track will take this week off, then return next week to Chocolaca for the Calhoun County Championship next Wednesday.
And that's all we have for athletics this week. Back to you.
Thanks, guys. Ever heard of a goofball named E.T.? Well, they made a game about him, and it's all we're crying about down at Matthews Madhouse.
What's up? Yeah. So, we're gonna try something new today on JNN, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have random people come in from JNN's cast, and we're just gonna rant about things that we find interesting or things that we like. And today, I decided to talk about E.T. for the Atari. All right, so E.T. for the Atari is one of the worst games of all time. It's like borderline unplayable. So what happened was back in like the 80s, okay, E.T. was obviously a very successful movie. And Atari was a very successful console because it was all that they had, like low-key, even though it was just pixels. They decided what they were gonna do is make an E.T. game for the Atari. Steven Spielberg was okay with it and everything. So they made the game, and it sold pretty good at first, but then it was discovered that the game was awful, like so bad. Pretty much the whole premise of E.T. for the Atari was you're E.T. and you had to build a spaceship to make it back home, kind of like the movie, only not like the movie at all. The movement was borderline awful. Your character E.T. would die like by just touching somebody. It was so bad that it single-handedly destroyed the video game economy back in the 80s and made it really unsure if the Atari would even live. Now, you may be wondering, Matthew, you don't know anything about video games. You've never made a video game. So how would you fix E.T. for the Atari? Well, I don't know, maybe make it 20 years into the future without E.T. and then it'd actually be a decent game. But see, they just didn't know how to do that. See, money, that's what they wanted. They wanted money. So, you know, they assumed, you know, we didn't really have to try. This is going to be E.T. At the time, one of the most successful movies of all time by one of the most successful directors to this day. So why should we try? Well, I don't know, maybe because 20 years later you have somebody like me on a random school, you know, YouTube video pretty much complaining about how you messed up an E.T. game. Like, why would you? It is impossible to make a video game that is based off a movie that is good, pretty much. Okay, so what we're gonna do is come over here. Okay. Good movie games. All right, here it is. Notice how I didn't put anything down. So, pretty much all I'm saying is stop making games about E.T., please. Don't even start it, actually, because this is like the only game. But you know what I mean. Just please stop. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Woo! Boy, that sure was a hooting and hollering. But who's E.T.? Never heard of her. Is she cool? You tell me next time on Triple M. Well, that's all we have for this week of the Jacket News. You good?
What are we doing?
We're doing JNN.
Oh.
Well, that's all we have for this week of the Jacket News Network. Be sure to check back here weekly for more episodes.
Also, follow us at OHS Jack and Muna and all of our socials. Stay up to date on all that is happening at Oxford High School. Have a good week. And go Big O.
Go Big O!